But here's a quite beautiful endgame composition by Finnish composer Pentti Sola from 1928. You can notice in the beginning that white has two potential targets. He could go after this pawn or this pawn. Black really can't get through here, this side, since white has the pawns covering these squares and this is defended, so there's a little wall going on around here. Black can't go through. They could technically go here and sack the pawn and go try to win it back this way, but that's unlikely scenario to happen. The problem here is that if white goes for this pawn, black can just defend here. There's no pawn moves, no pawn breaks. This just gives you a pawn or for free. That's not going to be good enough. And going after this pawn, well, funny, king c8 is the only defensive move here. Now black king can always come meet king c3 with the king a4. And now white has no pawn breaks here. Well, other than giving a free pawn here. So they have to go back, and then black can go back too. But you could see that this guy is kind of stuck in a way that he has to be able to come to the both sides, and that is the key to the winning this position. Funnily, if black king would be to move, he could draw this by moving king c7, if I remember correctly. In the beginning position, let's check it out. So just wasted the move here. So if this starting position was black to move, king c7 is a drawing move. So the beginning position is kind of a, well, white is able to get king h2 in, which is puts black king into a zugzwang, because surprisingly king h2 and king d7 are corresponding squares. There's a bunch of them. Maybe the most easy one to understand is that when white king goes to f2, there he's 3 moves away from both sides. And when king is on f2, black king has to be on d7 too, where it's also 3 moves away from defending both sides. So that would be the easiest one to understand. But here black cannot keep the king in the ideal situation. So either he has to, well, he has to keep 3 moves away from here, since white is 3 moves away from attacking this. So king has to stay on this side. Any move on the c file is gonna just lose this pawn by force. So let's say they move king d8. And then, well, if white goes up, then no problems. King e7, and suddenly it's a draw. Doubling back is not gonna do anything, since now suddenly, if white goes to f2, which was the sweet spot where you're 3 moves away from both sides, black can meet that with king d7, and he's able to meet white's all ideas. And if white tries to be sneaky with king f1, then king c7. Now white is 4 moves away from this side, and so is black, and 3 moves away from this side, but so is black. And now king f2, we get back to the corresponding squares here and here. 3 moves away from both sides. But here white can play a brilliant move, king g2. And now black's in problems. Still 3 moves away from here, so black king has to stay on this side. If they go to d7, now we get this position, but with black to move. And they already are in their ideal position. Now they have to move the king away. And wherever it goes, if you go c file, white's doubling back here and winning this pawn by force. And if you try to say, let's say d8, then you're not in time to meet this side, and this is just always gonna collapse. Here white should probably play this way, and here b4 is winning, but it gives some counterplay for black here. So b3 is just a much cleaner here, and then you can just keep on pushing black around. Oh, like this way, for instance. And then go it. Everything. So yeah, king h2, king d8, king g2. And now black goes there, we go here, and it's over. White wins on either side. Oh, I thought that was quite a beautiful and kind of demonstrates these. These are, in a practical game, it's very hard to figure out where to keep track of all these squares, but maybe possible. This is like simple enough that you could probably figure out this, but seeing how you get there and force this kind of situation where it's black to move is still incredibly hard. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you liked that. I liked it anyways. Ciao.